Fun to drive? Absolutely. But Mini isn't a brand you really associate with serious performance vehicles. And yet, that's exactly what this is right here, the Mini John Cooper Works GP. With an 8-minute, 23-second time around the famed Nürburgring, it'll put to shame a lot of very expensive sports cars. Under the hood is a familiar 1.6-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, making 211 horsepower and 207 foot-pounds of torque at just 1,750 RPM. Now, mated with a 6-speed manual transmission, you can actually hit 0 to 60 in just 6.2 seconds. Overall, this is the fastest Mini they've ever made. Looking a lot like a race car for the street, the GP model gets a unique front and rear bumper, especially with this great big rear diffuser on the bottom. And of course, it's hard to miss this enormous carbon fiber rear spoiler. Overall, the bodywork on the car actually helps reduce lift on the rear end by 90%. Inside the Mini JCW GP, it gets plenty of unique touches, like this steering wheel, for instance, and these beautiful seats. Unfortunately, the bolstering on them actually isn't all that great. Another few touches you can see is in the back, there's a great big strut tower brace, and it's also missing 2 seats, helping lose a lot of weight from the vehicle. But what really makes the GP a performer is its suspension. I already mentioned the strut tower brace in the rear, but there is a lot going on here. For starters, it gets a complete coilover kit. You can actually lower the car by as much as an inch, and the shocks can be tuned in 40 separate settings, which is very impressive. The car rides on these big 17-inch wheels with high-performance tires and a brake upgrade. You've got 13-inch rotors in the front and 11-inch rotors in the rear. And a final bit of suspension magic that's going on with this vehicle is they've actually adjusted the front toe-in, and they've actually adjusted the rear camber to be a bit more angular just to get the best turn out of this car. We can't wait to get this car on the track, and it'll be a rare sight indeed, as Mini is only making 2,000 JCW GPs.